dudes, welcome to the first phase in the Final Fantasy Tactics event with Ramza's USB. Yes, he's USB. So, Ramza gets another pretty good soul break. Is this one any good? Guess we'll see. Man, I really don't like the little small pop-up. I really don't. I kind of like to see the whole soul break all at once, but it's fine. Temporarily raise the attack and magic of all allies a moderate amount and defense a small amount. So this is all by 30%, by the way. Remove delay from their actions for 1 turn. So, in my opinion, Ramza does get a lot of utility. He gets shout, he gets his gloves, hell, he even gets a medica. So, depending on your situation, would I cast this first? If I have another Haste Starger in your party, then yeah, definitely go for this first. Roaming Warrior, it will be instant, which saves quite a lot of people, to be honest. So, ends up being pretty nice. I think the best thing out of this Ultra Soul Break is the remove delay. So, when I first think of that, I think of Teller's. Teller's one was actually really, really good. Gave attack and magic and remove delay. Super good. It's really hard to assess because Ramza does have so many soul breaks attached to him, so you would definitely be equipping Life Siphon on him to get the most out of him. If you're not going for a critical build, then you can kind of dump Genji Gloves and just go for Shout in this one, but I recommend kind of using a different Haste Starger and using History's Truth, mainly because it's putting too much stress on Ramza. When you go straight up Haste Starger and History's Truth, you can't really cast both of them as soon as possible, where you kind of need Haste Starger at the beginning of the battle in a lot of situations. So it is a good USB, definitely. I'd say there's better USBs. I like Faris's USB as a support better, but pretty damn good nonetheless. To mention, Ramza's USB stacks with pretty much fucking everything. Cypress Pole is the next one. 132 magic, 105 mind. Ends up being pretty good because this Burst Soul Break is kind of hybrid, where you can actually heal and deal damage. Pretty niche effect. This buff is pretty good as well. Magic and resistance. Pretty hard to come by, so... Roaring Sky, this one's also interesting. Comparable to Sid Reigns' BSB. That's kind of the first thing you think of. Defense, lowering, and magic enhancement. Really nice. Pretty good in terms of magic BSBs. Major Staff. This one's kind of mediocre. Even though this cutout, it gives mind plus 30%. So I don't really like the White Mage offensive capability here. But hey, it's something. Restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies. Fuck, moderate amount, man. But burst abilities, kind of your average White Mage abilities, really. Instantly restore a very large amount of HP to one ally. And then we have the AoE heal here. Rune Blade deals more damage when doing critical hits. Pretty noteworthy because of all the elements that are involved. Holy Fire and Lightning, Ice. Really nice. But it'll probably be better if you have, like, say, Zell or Aiko in your party. Get that additional critical up, of course. But yeah, really nice with all the elements involved in this Soul Break. Definitely really nice, actually. Wizard's Robe, a new one. Rafa. Deals 6 magic, fire, and non-elemental attacks to all targets. Grant haste to all allies, and reduce the user's offensive magic casting time for 2 turns. Not very good, to be honest. Because it's usually... The first thing I thought of was Ley Lines, which is a lot more powerful than this one for a Super Soul Break, so... For a Super Soul Break, this is kind of mediocre, but they're giving in damage instead of like a Haste Starger or something, or a magic buff, which you kind of actually need. But hey, it's something. It's a Haste Starger. If you don't have a Haste Starger in FFT, then yeah. Okay, this one is Avalia's SSB. Protect and shelter all allies and HP stock. Nothing really noteworthy there. The HP stock is pretty nice. Genji Gloves, like I said, pretty good to use with critical buff. I usually use Ramza with Life Siphon, so I can cast Chance. The barrier ends up being pretty good as well. In a lot of situations, it can work out pretty well if you're taking heavy damage, and even if you are taking heavy damage, Ramza does have the Medica if you have Grand Armor, which I think is on this one. Yeah, it is. Coral Sword, sure, pretty much basic support utility. This one's really nice because it's power breakdown to all enemies. Can't really go wrong with that. Grand Armor, your Medica, it's actually really strong with Ramza. Last time when I used this was yesterday's stream, which did the 3k heal, so it did save me, so gives, like I said, it gives Ramza a hell of a lot of utility. Okay, let's do the 100 gem draw here. Again, sorry that I'm quite a bit behind. Plan to catch up today. Okay. 3 stars galore. Unfortunate. But hey, not going to do any more draws on this one. I'll see you guys on Banner 2. Peace out.